Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. What's going on? It's been a minute. I've been real quiet, but I'm here now because it is showtime. It is showtime, y'all. Welcome, everybody, to, I guess, really where the real stuff now begins to start. Welcome to the Big Time Show podcast. You might as well get hyped. You might as well get hyped. Let everybody know, hey, listen, go ahead and share now if you can. Share to Cowboy fans. Quite sure there are plenty of Cowboy haters in your groups and in your timelines that would love to just come on here and just rag on the Cowboys. You know how it go. But hey, it's showtime, y'all. It's nothing else to talk about. I mean, we have talked all off season. We have came up with so many analogies. We've come up with so many different strategies. We've come up with so many ways that we can improve the team. We've played offensive coordinator. We've played defensive coordinator. Some of us have played head coach. Many of us have played general manager. We've even played in the role of the owner. It's over now. It's over now. It's no sense of talking. They had a whole off season to get it right. They had a whole off season to sign who they wanted to sign. They had a whole off season to get rookies together. They had a whole off season. Look, it's over now. It's over. Whatever it is, that's what it's gonna be. I'm just going. Y'all know I'm gonna be real now. Now you know I'm gonna be real. Hey, it's nothing to talk about. I'm still sharing. Before I get into this little talk that I add my 2 cents in about tomorrow night. As we all know, the Dallas Cowboys, as usual, will have center stage on tomorrow night. Center stage. The whole world gonna be watching. The whole world gonna be watching tomorrow. The whole world. The whole world. After everybody else get through doing what they got to do, this no doubt would be probably one of the highest rated games of the entire season. We all know that. If you're a hater, you know that. If you're a Cowboy fan, you know that, because there is nothing like, why do you think they put the Cowboys on Sunday night? Come on now. Y'all know why. Nobody don't want to see the Buccaneers, even though the great Tom Brady is there. Everybody knows that, but Tom Brady is not going to generate the ratings that NBC wants. The whole world going to be watching tomorrow. You know that. You know it. I know it. And it is what it is. I'm coming to the comments in just a second. I'm still sharing for those that will help me out real quick. Go ahead and share this. As we talk simply about tomorrow night, I am, looking forward to it, because I want to see. I'm looking forward to it for different reasons. See, I'll get into that in just a second. Let me tell you, it ain't going to be what you think. If you've been following me and you know my show by now, you already kind of got a feeling of what I'm going to say already. You already know. You should know, because I don't change. I don't change. Hey, Key, I see Keys here on one of my pages. I don't know what this is. Let me see. This is the Big Time Show page. Let me see. I'm just speaking to everybody that is on here. Marie, Christopher Broom, Danielle. Hey, what's going on? For those that are on there, hey, what's going on? Let's see here. Miss Ty, what's up? Key in the building, what's up? Oh, anybody on Podbean? I'm everywhere. I'm on Podbean. I'm everywhere. Hey, Prophet Ernest, who showed up. Hey, I see you. There you go, Miss Ty. I see you. What's going on? It's showtime, y'all. It is showtime. You on the spotlight side. Okay, Key in the building. I see you. What's up? What's up? What's up? Appreciate you doing that. Listen, Key in the building, since you're here, let me go and throw this in, because I was not prepared, because I don't have the links. Listen, the Spotlight Sports Network, which you all should know by now, is the second home of the Big Time Show podcast. Listen, we at the Spotlight Sports Network channel are partners now with Fanatics, where you can get merchandise right here on this show right now. Key in the building, if you don't mind, will you put that link into the chat box, please? I'm sorry I did not do that. For you Cowboy fans that want some real good gear, you will see a link shortly that you can go to, and you can get it in the Spotlight Sports Network page. My I see my pastor that showed up here. My pastor's on the line. He said we're gonna get creamed tomorrow by the Bucs. Now, see what I'm saying? Y'all see? Hey, okay. I'm not gonna say nothing yet, quite yet. Y'all check me out in just a second. My pastor done said that we gonna get killed by the Bucs. That's what he's saying. He's not he's a biased uh, analyst. He's definitely not a Cowboy fan, so we're not going to even say that. Listen to everybody that's on here now. Let me tell you why. Pastor Broom, I see you, man. Pastor Broom, newly elected pastor. Pastor Chris Broom, what's going on? Congratulations, Pastor Broom. Happy for your classmate. One of my victory voting pastor apostle. You got here come the other 49er fans. I mean, good Lord of mercy. Here come my best friend, Eddie Woods. All these folks. Y'all look, see, this is what I'm talking about. I told y'all the haters coming. Here they come. Thank you, Key. Key, I need you. Key, there you go. There it is. Let me show you guys. Here it is right here. If you want whether you're a 49er fan or whatever team that you support, come on, help me out and help the place where I work for and where I work at, which is the Spotlight Sports Network page. Go to that right there, if you don't mind. Copy and paste that into your search engine, and you will see that you can get all of your team. It doesn't have to be Cowboys, your team's gear. I mean, y'all want to be fresh for the games now. Y'all know how it go. This is your chance to do that. Help me out. Help the place where they've taken on my podcast, and I'm appreciative to them. Go ahead and help us out if you don't mind. There it is for you. Again, I'll leave that up for a minute. If you want to get some merchandise of your team, there it is for you right there. Shipping, I don't know what Key is saying, but shipping, Key, you're going to have to be my producer right now. Go ahead and say it, and I'll put it up there. I think it's shipping. How we doing, Cade? What's up? Listen, man, I'm good on my end. I'm good. I'm good. It's football time. It's football. It's time for football. Now, let me get to what I'm saying. After y'all finish watching the Steelers and the 49ers and the Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars, it's free shipping. Free shipping on all your sports gear from that link that you see right there in the chat. All you have to do is look at that and type it in. You can go or do that after the show or whatever. You can get your merchandise. It's licensed by the NFL, and you can go ahead and get it. Listen, after everybody get through, everybody is coming to watch us. Everybody. But it's nothing new. Everybody want to watch us. That's why they put us there. They know what to do to get ratings. You go put the Cowboys on. Now, since we all know that, here's what's about to happen. Either I'm going to be a very happy man, or I'm going to be a very like this. Like, okay, here we go again. I ain't going to be mad because, I still see the same people in the building, and I'm trying to figure out, how you expect something different when you're doing the same thing with the same people, aka Kellen Moore. I mean, y'all believe that Ezekiel is gonna get the ball 35 times in a game? Y'all really believe that, huh? Okay. Y'all really believe Ezekiel is gonna get 25 carries, huh? Y'all really believe it? Oh, okay. Y'all really believe that Tony Pollard is gonna get the ball 12 times, right? Y'all really Kellen Moore now. Y'all that same Kellen Moore y'all been crying about. Y'all really believe it. Now y'all saw how Josh Allen played. I done heard from several people. I ain't talking about sportscast. I'm not talking about other podcasters. I'm talking about pros saying this is the way that Dak Prescott need to play, like Josh Allen. Ladies and gentlemen, if he does that, then we're going to get the same Dak Prescott throwing the ball 35 plus times a game. And when you look at the running statistics, ain't nobody going to run the ball. Do y'all see that? I don't understand. I got all the preachers showing up. I got Dr. Mononico Williams, my old Kirby classmate. He come. Hey, Pastor, I got all the preachers coming on here. Why ain't y'all preachers praying for me? That's what I want to know. Why y'all coming in here hating? Dr. Williams, my pastor is on here hating. I don't understand. Eddie Woods on here paying. Chris Broom. What? Why y'all coming here harassing me? The season ain't even started yet. Huh? Here y'all come. See what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. I won't hear from y'all after tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll get into that a little bit later on. Now, here's the game in a nutshell. Here's the game in a nutshell. It really does start in the trenches. That's the ball game tomorrow. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are missing 3 offensive linemen that were starters. Tom Brady has backup linemen playing tomorrow. Center and 2 guards. Hello? Y'all thought we were bad on the offensive line. Tom Brady, who is not taking a snap, doesn't need a snap in preseason. We all know that. He's the greatest quarterback to ever play. We understand that. We have much respect for him. They have a worse problem than we have. They will start tomorrow 3 backup offensive linemen. On the flip side, the Dallas Cowboys have a rookie starting at left tackle and a bunch of question marks except in a few spots. So everybody's saying that our line is questionable. I'm saying that the Buccaneers line is questionable. It really is going to be what defensive line is going to dominate. It's just that simple. It really is just that simple, y'all. Whoever dominates the line of scrimmage tomorrow is going to win the game on tomorrow. I don't mean to get deep because this game does not require a deep analysis. The Buccaneers have 3 starting backup offensive linemen going against what I feel is going to be a top 5 defense this year in the Dallas Cowboys. We should be look. And I understand Tom Brady is going to get the ball out quick. I know he is. He's not going to sit back. I understand y'all think y'all call Dak Prescott dink and doink. Tom Brady is going to be dink and doink, and he'll occasionally try to get a double move, but it's going to be dink and doink tomorrow. He's going to throw it to his running backs. He's going to throw it to Kyle Rudolph. It's going to be some short, quick pass to Mike Evans. Hope they can break a tackle. Godwin. Matter of fact, Godwin's not even playing, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even think Chris Godwin is playing tomorrow. So I'm saying, look, hey, wait a minute now. Come on now. We got 3 backup linemen. Godwin, I think, is not playing. Yeah, Cade, I saw that. That Quentin Bohannon starting over Gallimore. They say he's earned it. Exactly. Hey, Gary, appreciate it. Chris is questionable. He may play. I mean, that's what's coming out. But the bottom line is, with these guys that are up front this year for us, we should take care of these backup linemen up the middle. Tom Brady's going to get blitzed up the middle on tomorrow, straight up the gut, get him off his spot, and we should dominate that. Now, on the flip side, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the great Todd Bowles, the defensive wizard, he's going to come at Tyler Smith, the rookie left tackle. That's going to be playing left tackle for us tomorrow. He is going to get tested tomorrow. I hope he's ready. That's the only thing I can say. Connor McGovern, who probably will be our left guard. I hope he's ready. You get to see Vita Vea. Tyler Smith gets to see probably a combination of Shaq Barrett, Pierre Paul, whoever else their pass rushers are. Levante David and Levante David is going to be coming up the middle. The other linebackers coming. It's really about who's going to block the best. Last year, Kellen Moore threw away the running game. Didn't even try to run it. Y'all remember that last year. Got scared. Acted like he couldn't run at all. Didn't even try to run it. Dak Prescott throwing the ball 50-some odd times. Okay. You already know what the Bucs are going to do, y'all. You know what the Bucs are going to do. They're going to stack the box. Whether it's 8 or 9, they're not going to try to let these guys get any type of rhythm, run the football. You know how quick Kellen Moore is give up on the running game. I don't know why everybody just I don't know. Y'all know better than that. But y'all believe it, so I'm just gonna sit back. I'm gonna wait till Kellen Moore be Kellen Moore, does what he usually does. Then y'all come back and holler at me, and all I'm gonna say is, y'all come on, sit down. Y'all, I told y'all what was gonna happen. Now, Dak Prescott gonna throw the ball 40 times, and we gonna be wondering, why don't they get the ball to Zeke? Why don't they get the ball to Pollard? Why? Same old story. They're gonna stack the box, and they're gonna line up a shotgun the rest of the game. And I'm not saying Dak not effective, because Dak lit into the Buccaneers last year. Y'all know that. I think he had about 350 some odd yards or whatever. I think he had that. He had plenty of touchdowns. He lit them up. I believe he's well capable of doing it. The difference is this year there's no Amari Cooper. There's no Michael Gallup gonna be out there. You got a bunch of unknowns. And the reason why I think he's gonna do well, because Dak, just like Brady, is going to get the ball out quick on tomorrow night, which means that he's going to be throwing to them tight ends that we have, which is really his game. Throwing to the tight ends. Schultz, Jake Ferguson, and Hendershot. I'm expecting them to have a big game tomorrow. If you got Dalton Schultz on your fantasy team, you probably gonna be smiling tomorrow. I believe that. They're gonna double CD Lamb, try to take him out of the game, and make Dak Prescott beat you with his second receiver and his tight ends. Can he do it? I don't know. Brady, he's got some weapons. And Julio Jones, until he gets hurt like he always does, this is about as best he gonna feel, which means he's dangerous. I hope that Trayvon Diggs is ready. I hope he has the attitude that his brother had in Buffalo, like he just cannot be stopped. I hope Trayvon Diggs has this attitude tomorrow, this doggish type attitude like his brother had. Like, I'm coming here, you can't stop me, and if you try to stop me, I'm going to embarrass you. That's what he did to Jalen Ramsey with the Rams the other night. I hope Trayvon ready to go. I hope he is. I hope he's ready. I hope he has the attitude that his brother had. Now, I know he got it. He ain't as Showtime as Stephon Diggs, but they kind of cut from the same cloth. I need him to be ready because the ball coming out quick tomorrow. They know that they can't block these guys. They cannot block our guys. I'm already convinced of that. Tom Brady's going to do what Tom Brady does. As quiet as it is kept, y'all, many people want to say, especially many of the haters that are on here, you guys love to say that Dak Prescott is the king of the dink and donk pass and the dink and dat, whatever y'all call it. Wrong. Tom Brady is the king of dink and donk. He's always has been. What other quarterback is thrown to running backs more than Tom Brady over the years? This man made a living off throwing to Rob Gronkowski, Aaron Hernandez. Short passes, the guys can just break off and have yards after the catch. This is what Tom Brady has made a living off of. He's going to the Hall of Fame because of this. Rob Gronkowski is a first ballot Hall of Famer because of dink and donk. First ballot going in. This is what Brady does. Y'all, and I don't get it. So the way I'm looking at it, Dak needs to play the same game. Do what he does. Dak talking about his ankles, stop changing shoes. Lord have mercy. Stop. Just cause some new Jordans came in, y'all know Dak is on the Jordan brand. Good God, please stop. You ain't got time to break in your shoes. Forget that. Put them old shoes on that you've been wearing all the time. Now all of a sudden he got ankle problems. Well, we all know he gonna play, but good God, come on now, stop it. We need him because he's gonna have to run the ball this year. Yeah, he's gonna have to run this year. He's gonna have to do some stuff. Appreciate you, Shane. Yeah, we had a rough time here in Memphis this week. Had a very rough time here in Memphis. A lot of craziness going on, but and it's a shame that some of these families are hurting because of what happened. But we praise God in spite of, and we thank God that He shielded some that were even confronted with the situation, and they made it out. So even in the midst of a catastrophe, there's still a reason to thank God. So I appreciate that, Shane. Thank you. We got to go ahead and hit Tom Brady in the mouth. How about that? If there was ever a game that you got to go ahead and go after him, and all respect to Tom Brady, don't get me wrong, this man has seen it all. See, our little defense that everybody raved about, okay, that's good. This man has seen the Ray Lewis defenses. Y'all see what I'm saying? He's seen the Indianapolis Colts defenses with Freeney and Mathis. He's seen the Pittsburgh Steelers great defenses and the Broncos defenses. Our defense, that ain't nothing. This man done seen Hall of Famers all his life. So our defense, he's seen it all. He's seen it all. That don't mean because he's seen it all, don't mean you got to put some pressure on him. Go ahead. We got to go after him. He got backup lineman in there. He's 45 years old. Get him off his spot. Make him run. He ain't that accurate when he throw on the run. Now, he's not that type of quarterback. We got to hit him in his mouth. Literally. This is the game where you put ultimate pressure on him. Make him pay the price. We got to do it tomorrow. You got to take advantage of this situation. No doubt, there's no doubt in my mind. You got to do it. Do not sit in no zone tomorrow. Please. No zone tomorrow. This is my game plan. It's no zone tomorrow. No. And I understand that puts you in man to man. With Trayvon against Julio or Trayvon against Godwin or whatever. Man, I'm taking my chances. You cannot let Brady sit in the pocket tomorrow night. Leonard Fournette is going to be out there. It's needless to say that we got to put a hat on him and put a hat on him early. We can't let him get in no type of groove. If he does, he could be a problem. We have to stop the run. We already know that. But we cannot let Fournette get off. We want Brady in passing situations, as crazy as that may sound. We want Brady in passing situations because that's where our strength is, coming after the quarterback. I need Brady to get hit tomorrow. I know he's going to get rid of the ball quick. Look, hit that man. Hit him. We have the defensive linemen. We have the front seven. I feel they can get the job done, and I'm talking about in a grand way. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Brady to feel like that he's 45 years old. That's what I'm looking for tomorrow night. What he doing week 2, I don't care. He'll have his stuff together. His wife will kiss him again, and all that kind of stuff that's going on with him. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I just don't want him to be fine for week 1. That's what I want. I want total destruction. That's what I want tomorrow. I want Brady to hit the ground as many times as possible tomorrow night. That's what I want. I need Trayvon Diggs. To don't bite on no double move because you know it's coming. You know it's coming. Because Brady gonna throw short. He gonna bite on, he gonna want you to bite on it, gonna throw it up to, a goal route. That's what Evans can do. If he got time, he'll do that. Because that's the way you beat Trayvon Diggs, with double moves. Everybody knows that. You got to be smart about this thing. It's not hard, man. Our defensive linemen should eat alive the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive linemen. That's just the truth. And if they don't, I got a problem with it. I'm just going to put it on record now. All this yip, all this hype, all this talk, all about this defense, I need to see some folks get destroyed tomorrow night. Bottom line. It's the game to do it. You got 3 backup linemen in there. What team has 3 backup linemen starting tomorrow? 3 backups. 3. You ain't got but 5 spots on the offensive line. You got 3 backups. You know they're supposed to spell disaster. Y'all know that. I got to have it tomorrow. There's no excuses for me. It's no excuses. It's no excuses. I got 3 backup linemen playing tomorrow night. There's no excuses. If this would have been the Cowboys, everybody been saying, "Oh my God, Cowboys gonna get annihilated." They got 3. They got backup linemen. We going crazy just over Tyron Smith losing it. They got 3 guys that are missing. It's 3 backups going against this defense. Our defense, 3 backup linemen. Oh no, no excuses. Domination should happen. Domination should happen tomorrow night. Oh, no doubt, no doubt. I'm not giving the guys no room. No room. I expect domination on tomorrow night and then in the trenches tomorrow. I expect it. I don't know how y'all feeling about it. I ain't even talking about the offense. I'm talking about, since we all know that the defense is going to be the strong point of this team this year, I need them to send a statement. And what better person to put it against the great Tom Brady? I want it done. Oh, ain't no doubt about it, y'all. Ain't no doubt about it. No doubt. No doubt. How y'all feeling about it? Did y'all know that there'll be 3 backup linemen playing tomorrow? Ladies and gentlemen, on the board there, you see the link that Ken the Builder has sent in. This link here that you see, fanatics.93, and you see it on the screen. If you go there now, or go there after the show, copy and paste that to your search engine, you can get your gear your team, whatever team you represent, you can get that gear. The Spotlight Sports Network, which I'm affiliation with, uh, this network has now in partnership with Fanatics, and you can go ahead. What's up, Greg? You can go ahead and order your merchandise there. You will be helping me. You will be helping out this network that I am affiliated with. Help us out. We're just trying to come up a little bit. Y'all help us out real quick. There it is for you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Because my analysis for this right here is quite simple. We should dominate defensively. Defensively, we should dominate. I don't care about Mike Evans. I don't care about Julio Jones. I don't care about Fournette. I don't care about Kyle Rudolph, who's the tight end, who I think is going to be great for Tampa Bay this year. I think Cameron Brate, who's going to be a second tight end, I think going to be good. But listen, if you don't have no time to throw, then it makes no difference if you had the Pro Bowl team together. If you don't have no time to throw, I don't care who you have. And since we all know Brady's going to get it out quick, we have to tackle well. You're going against some big dudes. Mike Evans is a big dude. Julio Jones is a big dude. You got to tackle them. It's simple. To me, you got to hit somebody tomorrow. I'm talking about bullies. That's what I'm talking about. This defense should be bullies tomorrow. Pure bullies. If I don't see that tomorrow, I got a problem. I'll worry about the offense later on because I'm already telling y'all and I know Todd. Listen, here's the funny part. Todd Bowles is going to do the same thing to Dak Prescott. He's coming after him. If you know anything about a Todd Bowles defense, you know that he blitzes with the best of everybody. Non-stop. Come from all different type of ways. Linebackers, safety blitzes, corner blitzes. Edge blitzes, overstack both sides. This is what Bowles does. This is the book out on him. So you know that, I guess if you want to go there, can Dak make them pay? That's the question. We don't know what Noah Brown is going to do. I like Noah Brown, but we ain't seen Noah in this type of position where he starts the game and all. We don't know. I believe he can get the job done, but we don't know. Can he make them pay? Are the receivers good enough to make them pay? To make the Buccaneers pay? Are the receivers, can they get open? We don't know. I know this defense needs to dominate, though. I'm talking about flat out bully ball. Bullies. That's what I'm looking for tomorrow night. That's all I'm looking for. I hope you guys are excited about it. I am. Go to church tomorrow, y'all. Make your way to somebody's church. And then you get in here and you watch all these football games. And then you get ready for the main event. That's us, of course. Joe said he believes Schultz and Pollard will be having big games. Joe, I believe the Schultz part. I believe the Tony Pollard part when I see it. He can't never get him the ball for some reason. So I believe that when I see it. I believe in the Tony Pollard part when I see it. I do believe that Dalton Schultz will have a big game. I believe that. I believe Jake Ferguson and Hendershot will also have something to say about that as well. I believe that. I'm not sure about CeeDee Lamb or Zeke Elliott or Tony Pollard. I'm not sure. Kellen Moore is going. I'm just gonna be watching to see how long he gonna last, as far as trying to quote unquote run the ball, like everybody thinking he gonna do. Dak Prescott sort of come out on shotgun the first. Everybody been talking about running the ball, running the ball, running the ball. Man, that man is subject to come out in a shotgun on the first play. First or second and third play, the whole drive, shotgun. I wouldn't be surprised. Dak Prescott's supposed to be the man, y'all. That's why you're getting paid. They say we go as far as Dak Prescott goes. Dak Prescott, he's the guy. Okay, well, if he the guy, then you're going to give him the ball. Throw the ball. That's what's about to happen. Oh, what's up, Noob? I see you. Noob said he going to be there tailgating. Oh, man. I wish I was with you, Noob. My frat brother, Eric Saffold, the one and only, in the building. Man, I wish you was going. Yeah, it's go time. What's up, Spoony Dog? I see you. It's go time. Exactly, Karam. That's what I'm saying. I believe Schultz gonna have a big game. I believe that. Yeah. Appreciate it, Nuke. Send me those shots. Listen, I believe that Schultz is gonna have a gigantic year. Because the truth of the matter is, I believe that Dak Prescott, I've always said this about him, his game is more suited, as much as y'all love to say he dink and doink or dink and dak or whatever you call it, that's his game. That's what got him drafted. That's what he did at Mississippi State. Throw to the tight ends all the time. That's what he did. That's his game. Dak, listen, let's just be honest about Dak. Dak has progressed every single year. He has progressed every year. He has. He's gotten better and better every single year. Some say he top 10, some say he not. But he's gotten better every single year. He has. But where is he most effective? What's up, Steven? I see you. I've always said this about Dak. That Dak is one of the better from, 0 to 15 yards. You're not going to find too many better than Dak Prescott throwing the football. 0 to about 15 yards. He is deadly, man. He's deadly. I mean, I'm serious. The stats prove it. And that's why everybody say he dink and dak. But look, he is dynamic at the slant route. He's dynamic at the comeback route. Excuse me. He's good at the shallow crossing routes. He's excellent at that. He's not as good. Excuse me. He's not as good as throwing the ball way down the field on a consistent basis. Now, no, don't get me wrong. I didn't say he can't, because we've seen him throw the Gallup bombs. We've seen him throw the Cooper. We've seen him throw the Lamb. But if you look at where he's really most effective, it's the dink and dunk. That's why I say him and Brady gonna play the same game tomorrow. I'm gonna get in there in a minute, Karan. Spoony Dog says, how many touches does the number 20 need? Pollard. Between if we're going catching Spoony Dog and running, he got to, if you want to get the most effectiveness out of him, out of Pollard, it's got to be between 13 to 16 times a game. Whether that's screens or whatever, however you want to do it. He's got to get the ball at least somewhere in that area there. I really, if you want to put just one bottom number on, I say give him the ball at least, give me 13 times. Now that may be too low. I was gonna say 15, but he needs the ball. But check this out, Spoonie. Since I see you got a star over there. Listen, Spoonie, check it out. We've been saying that about Tony Power for the last 3 years, though, right? See, Kellen Moore still ain't figured out how to use him. That's why I ain't got no confidence in him. This is not the first year we had Tony Pollard, and he still does not know how to use them. So the idea of him getting the ball, as you know, like I just said, 15 times a game, it'll shock most of us. It would. It would. What wouldn't be shocking is, it's just like if Ezekiel Elliott got the ball 20 times, I ain't say 25. If he carried the ball 20 times in the game, it would shock us. Because Ezekiel Elliott don't get the ball like that. All last year, we were looking at the box score like, good Lord, Ezekiel Elliott, 11, 12 carries a game. Tony Pollard, 3, 4 carries a game. And you like, y'all should have that in the first half. This the whole game. You actually ran the ball on it 16, 17 times in the game. Then you look at Dak. He done thrown minimum 35 times a game. See, this is the Kellen Moore that I'm used to. That's why I say I believe it when I see it. All y'all talking about Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott gonna run the ball. You see Stephen White just said 30 times between the two backs. Yeah, okay. Oh, don't get me wrong. I hope it's that. I really do. I just know who Kellen Moore is. I know who he is. That 30 times running the ball for him, that's like, it's a facade. That's what happened last year when everybody got hyped. That 6 or 7 game winning streak when we were running down. I mean, running down people throw. You knew Kellen Moore was going to turn back to his regular self. Y'all knew that. That's why I say, hey, I got an open mind when it comes to the offense. With the defense, though, I got pure expectations. High expectations. Dominant expectations. That offense, I just say, hey, okay. I ain't going to get too hype and I ain't going to get too low. I know who Kellen Moore is. And look, if he showed you what he showed you for the last 2 to 3 years, then don't get messed up when you know that what he is. If it walk like a duck and talk like a duck, it is not a kangaroo. It is a duck. Now all of a sudden, everybody believe that Kellen Moore is going to run the ball like we got Derrick Henry from the Tennessee Titans. Please, y'all stop that. Stop it. Y'all know better. Oh, yeah, Spoonie, it's going to happen because everybody's expecting us to run. I wouldn't be surprised, Spoonie. Let me tell you what. Now, I'll tell you. Now, listen, if we want to really just break it down, because I've done this in my other shows, let me tell you something. My dream scenario would be this. Very first play, and this going to mess some of y'all up. Very first play, come out in 12 personnel. That means you got 2 tight ends. And since they know they're gonna stack the box. The box gonna be stacked all night long. Let's go ahead and run a hard play action first play. Don't let Dak throw to one of them tight ends for about 10 to 12, maybe 15 yards. That's what we need right there. It's so much you can do out of 12 personnel. I hope we run that a whole lot. We got 2 good blocks. I heard Jake Ferguson is blocking as we look. When you come out of Wisconsin, like Schultz, like Jake Ferguson, listen, they pride themselves on blocking. Now y'all say Schultz can't block, was bad last year. Schultz is known as a blocking tight end. He just turned into a catching one. I'm telling y'all, these guys can block. The 12 personnel would be so big for us that it really would mess teams up because you don't know which way we're coming. We could be running, could be a play action, could just flat out drop back, throw it, could be a swing, could be a screen, a swing pass, screen pass. You're going to have one-on-one with Lamb over there because if you stack in the box, you got one-on-one somewhere. See what I'm saying? Karam says don't run into the middle because those linebackers have feel that Shaq Barrett and Devin White. Yeah, because they're gonna be run blitzing all night. You know what Todd Bowles gonna do? Todd Bowles is going to blitz. That's him. Ain't no gonna be no respect for Dak Prescott. Karam said run through the outside with screens. When they bring Turpin in, it's gonna be interesting to see how the Buccaneers play that. I'm quite sure they're going to motion them out just to see what they're going to do, figure out if it's a zone or not, or if it's man-to-man. And if it's man-to-man, Turpin should kill everybody. You just throw him a little swing pass, and if he got a linebacker on him, it's over. Cowboys they got enough weapons offensively, even though some people are gone. You just got to know how to drive the car, and that's when Kellen Moore come into play. I'm sorry, y'all. I have no confidence in him. I hope he does well tomorrow night. I just don't have no confidence in him. He done burnt me too many times. So I let all you optimist Cowboy fans, I let y'all have it. I'll catch up with you when I see it. I'll catch up with you. I promise. I'm cheering. I'm cheering hard. I want to see it. I can't give no credit to Kellen Moore because I know what he is. I know what he is. I'd be shocked if Ezekiel would get 20 carries. I'd be shocked if Tony Pollard get over 10. I'd be shocked if we run the ball 30 times. I would be shocked. I really would. I'm really fully expecting. I believe the Cowboys can still win because we got a better defense now. The game won't be like it was last year where they scored 35 or whatever. We scored 32. I don't think it's going to be like that. I believe that this defense is going to be real stingy this year. I really believe that. I just don't believe that we need to be – I believe we need to be a grinded out team. The way Dak Prescott, in my opinion, throws the ball is going to consist of some long drives. Won't be no 4-5 play drive. That ain't the way Dak do it. Dak is methodical. Dak is systematic. I'm expecting a 12-play drive, stuff like that. That's Dak. That's Dak. I don't have no problem with it. I just know that this defense better hit somebody. That's all I know. I got high expectations for this defense this year. I expect them, and like I said, I need them to cause some confusion. Brady is going to throw the ball quick. He's going to play the same game Dak doing, dink and doink. That's what it's going to be tomorrow night. And sooner or later, they're going to try Diggs because they're going to try to see if he's going to bite on a double move. That's where the difference is going to be. That's where the difference is going to be at. So look, the game is simple to me. Now, next week, when we play Cincinnati, it's going to get a little bit more complex. But this game here, with 3 backup offensive linemen for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 3 backup offensive linemen, there is no question what we should do tomorrow night. No, Karam, Tom Brady O-line is worse. They got 3 backups. We just talking about Tyler Smith. Tyron gone. We just talking about Tyler Smith at left tackle and McGovern maybe at left guard. Everybody else still the same. Biotis and Martin and Steele. That's who Tom Brady got 3, center and both guards. There is no question what we supposed to do tomorrow. Blitz up the middle, get Brady off his spot, make him not be taking pictures before he throw the football, looking all pretty and stuff. We need his 45-year-old body to be moving on the run. We know he's slow. You know that. Run him or get him off his spot. He is not the same. Thank you, Karan. Gronk is not there. Antonio Brown, who torched us last year, he's not there. I know Julio Jones is there. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get Julio Jones, much respect. Hall of Fame wide receiver. Mike Evans, much respect. But you ain't going to have time. You ain't going to have time to sit back there and look all and pretty and scan the field. No, these guys ought to be coming. That's why I say you're going to throw short. We got to tackle well. We have to tackle well tomorrow because Brady is going to play the same game, in my opinion, that Dak is going to be playing. Short passes, bam, 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 bam. We better not be in no zone all the time. We need to come at Brady tomorrow. And I know, man, look, you just don't blitz Tom Brady. Tomorrow night you do. You just don't blitz Tom Brady. You just don't blitz Aaron Rodgers. You just don't all out blitz Patrick Mahomes. You don't all out blitz Herbert. You don't do that. Tomorrow night, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Tomorrow night, yes, you do. If I'm not mistaken, everybody, somebody help me. Just help me. I do believe that the Buccaneers sent 3 of their starting offensive linemen to the Pro Bowl last year. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that was the case. Those 3 are gone. They're gone. They're backups in there. You treat Brady. Listen, if the Cowboys had 3 backup linemen starting right now, do you know what Todd Bowles would do with his defense? Do you know how many times he would blitz Dak Prescott? He's going to blitz Dak Prescott anyway. It's going to happen anyway. But can you imagine if the Cowboys had 3 backup offensive linemen going against Todd Bowles? Do you know what would happen? We'll be saying a prayer for Dak Prescott because you know he's going to get hit. Spoonie says key matchup is Diggs versus 13. It all depends on Spoonie how he line up on them. See, the game was in the game. Come on with me, Spoonie. You seem like you know good football. Here's my question. First of all, is he going to travel with 13? Mike Evans. That's the first question. He usually don't. He usually kind of stays his side. So then the matchup going to be Anthony Brown against Mike Evans. See what I'm saying? That's the first thing. That's a question mark. Here's number 2, Spoonie. How are you going to play Mike Evans? See, it's my thought that he's going to get the ball out quick. So if he's getting the ball out quick, is Diggs going to press him? Or is he going to play off of him? Y'all, come on, let's play a little strategy, y'all. This is good football talk right here. Keeping in mind that Evans is big, very strong, and on that note, you can go with Julio too. Julio's the same way. I really believe, Spoonie, I believe the key matchup is going to be Julio Jones against Anthony Brown. That's why I think the game, that's what it was last year. See, last year was not Mike Evans against Diggs. It was Antonio Brown against Anthony Brown. That's what the game was won last year. I think it's the same thing. Now, of course, Julio is not as explosive as Antonio Brown. And Julio, if you know, he right now he probably the healthiest he's gonna be for the entire year. Joe said Julio is he's washed up. he would be a non-factor. Yeah, when he hurt. When he hurt now. When he hurt, he's non-factor, but I think he's about as healthy as he's gonna be, which makes him dangerous. Especially when you go one-on-one with him. Here's my question, Spoony. Are we gonna press Mike Evans or are we gonna play off? Because see, now if you play off, you make that little dink and dunk pass much easier. Now. See what I'm saying? It all depends on how we playing. If we not getting to Brady, if all you worried about is keeping them in front of him, then it is what it is. If you're worried about just keeping him in front of him, then you just play off of him. But we're gonna be aggressive all the way around. That's my question. I don't think that it's smart to press Evans because Evans would destroy you. Now that part I do know. Brady's gonna get that ball out quick. And if you play too far, all they're going to do is raise up and throw to the sideline, and Mike Evans hope Mike break a tackle, which he does. And you just going to do it that way. Fournette is going to be a big thing because he's going to catch the ball out the backfield. And that's what Brady does. We all know that. Throws to the running backs. That's what he does. We got it. We got to put a hat on Fournette. That it's just that simple. This is what Brady does. This is what I'm expecting tonight. Now, one thing that I know we're gonna have a problem with, and that's Rudolph. Kyle Rudolph with Tom Brady. Y'all think Kyle Rudolph played well with Kirk Cousins. Kyle Rudolph with Tom Brady, that's another total different level. He is the perfect, in my opinion, one of the perfect replacements for Gronkowski. Don't forget about Cameron Brate. I wouldn't be surprised if they come out in 2 tight end set and just, go old school Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski way. I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, if I was coach, that's probably what I would do. Brady's going to hit them tight ends and the running back out the backfield tomorrow night. I hope we tackle well. That's the only thing I'm going to say. That's it, y'all. It's really all about, it really is about who is going to play better defense. That's it boils down to that to me. It's not really deep for tomorrow night. To me, it's not deep at all. It's simple, y'all. 3 backup offensive linemen for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going against our defense, the one we've been pumping up all year. I feel like we should dominate. Then you got the question mark offensive line of the Dallas Cowboys going against their guys who are legit. You see what I'm saying? So it's almost the same game. It's who's gonna step up. And it's just hard for me to believe, and I know Brady gonna make up for a lot of it. It's just hard for me to believe that we can't whip the offensive line of the Buccaneers more than they get us. I just can't believe that. It's 3 backups. 3. We should take full advantage of that. And some of them little short passes that he got. God bless Diggs. I know they're going to try a double move on him. It's going to happen. I just hope he's ready for it. But it's going to be a lot of them, just them 3-step drop, bam. Ball going to be out in 2 seconds. Look, some of that stuff we got to sit on. We ought to get our hand on a couple of them now. I ain't saying we're supposed to pick it off, but we should knock some of this stuff down. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. I look. I ain't talking about individuals. I don't think Parsons is gonna have a big game. The ball gonna come out too quick. You know, everybody thinking, well, Parsons gonna Brady ain't taking no 5, 7-step drops tomorrow night. It's not gonna happen. The defensive linemen hopefully have been taught this week to jump up in there, bat the ball down. Because the ball coming on slants, the ball is coming out on little crossing routes. The ball, that's what's going to happen tomorrow. Stand up, knock the ball down, tip it in the air. This is what Brady's going to do tomorrow. They know they got 3 backup linemen. They are not going to put Tom Brady in no 7-step drops. They'll make up for it by putting him in the shotgun. The ball still going to come out quick. We should be putting extreme heat on Brady tomorrow. Listen, he ain't got time. Some of these formations, some of this stuff, we got to sit down and get our hand on it. And yes, hey, pick it off. Pick it off. Pick it off. This defense too good. That's all I'm going to say. Our defense too good. I'm already putting it out there. They ain't played one down. I'm saying, I said it before. If you've been following me, you know what I said. I believe that this defense should be a top 5 defense in the league this year. I believe the Cowboys have the potential to lead the league in sacks this year. I believe that the Cowboys have the ability to turn the ball over, maybe not like last year, but it won't be too far from it. I ain't expecting Diggs to have 12, 11 interceptions. That ain't going to happen again because some teams just not going to even try them like that. But I'm expecting this defense to be nasty. If we can stop the run, look out. That's all I'm going to tell you. If we can stop the run, look out. The pass rushing is not even it's not even a question mark. Forget the players that you know, Parsons and D-Law. What about Basham? What about Sam Williams? What about Dorrance Armstrong? What about Dante Fowler? Everybody forgot about Fowler. Look at all that pass rush we got. Good God, I just called out 6 people. Can you imagine a rotation? You sitting there telling me you don't think this defense ain't going to be at least, what? If they're not leading the league in sacks, I know Buffalo got off to an amazing start Thursday night, but good God, I expect the same thing. Now, we may not get that many. We may not get that many tomorrow night, but I'm expecting heat. I'm expecting, one of the stats that Cowboys love when they were trying to defend DeMarcus Lawrence was pressures and quarterback pressures and quarterback hits. May not hit Brady too much, but he ought to have some pressures tomorrow night. I got 3 backup linemen playing for the Buccaneers. There's no excuse. Get after him. Dan Quinn knows this. Go after him. We don't look. I know he done seen every blitz. I don't care. Go after him tomorrow night. Go after him. Light him up. Light him up. If he beat us, he beat us. But what we can't do is sit in no zone, all that kind of stuff. This man done seen every zone, knowing the man. You let him sit back there and take pictures and pose before you throw the ball, he'll kill you. Everybody know that. You let Brady sit back there and just scan the field and nobody ain't getting no heat on him, he will destroy you. Go after Tom Brady tomorrow night. Let the chips fall where they may. But you can't sit back and let him just do what he want to do. No. Go after him. That's what they're going to do to Dak tomorrow. That's what they're going to do to Dak tomorrow. That's what Todd Bowles going to do with Dak. Y'all already know that. But so same thing coming in him then. Same thing. I want our guys to be bullets tomorrow, defensively. Spoonie say your thoughts on LVE in the middle. If he's healthy, Spoonie, he gonna be all right. The problem with LVE is his health. If he's healthy, which he really haven't been, but everybody forgot this man was an All Pro his rookie year, not Pro Bowler, an All Pro in his rookie year. He ain't forgot how to play. He just didn't have the ability to play. He was hurt. Now he fragile as glass. We all know that. You know, everybody say he in great shape, and everybody say he's healthy. You know, everybody healthy at the beginning of the year. That's what they all like to say. Yeah, I just don't. I don't. You know, if LV is healthy, he has knowledge. Okay, he has the knowledge. He know what to do. I mean, he knows what to do. He know how to get there. The question is, when he hits somebody, is he gonna come out the game? That's the only question I got about LV. If he's in the game, he can make some plays for you. I wouldn't have paid him this year. I would have let him go. But since we got him, hey, let's go. Buckle up. Huh? Greg said, here's a matchup nobody talking about. Parsons against Rudolph. Oh, okay. Well, I don't even think that's a contest, Greg. I think Parsons is the matchup. I think Parsons will eat alive Kyle Rudolph. He doesn't get fooled. He's too fast. Rudolph can run, but he's nowhere near the speed of Parsons. So Parsons can't be fooled. He's bigger than Parsons. I'll give you that. So, if you're going to box him out and catch the ball, then, Afro Shane say LV be missing tackles. But a lot of that had to do, Afro Shane, with him being really hurt. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just no great fan of LV, but I'm just saying, but he, a lot of times, it's hard to play when you're hurt. He tried to gut it out and all that kind of stuff. But look, the way I'm looking at it is, Afro Sheen, if LV plays like he did last year, go on, sit him down, man. Stop trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. If he not ready and he's not producing, we got guys that can go, go to work. Sit him down. Cowboys are too loyal to people. Man, put the guys that are ready to play, put them in the game. Stop trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. If he ain't ready, sit him down. Sit him down. If he's not ready, sit him down. Put somebody in there that's ready to go. Put Cox in there. If he's ready, let him play. Let him play. It's just like Bland. Okay, y'all. Now, look. I love DeRon Bland. I'm be interested to see how he get on the field. Because he's a playmaker. It's simple, B. I hate to be repetitive. I hate to be repetitive. This game is going to be a little bit complex next week against Cincinnati. But this game here is easy. It really is to me. Can our defensive line take advantage of an offensive line that has 3 backups playing? It's simple. It's simple. It's simple. Can our offensive line, who got a little question marks, if you want to say that, can they handle the pressure that Todd Bowles is getting ready to bring to Dak Prescott? You got a rookie starting at left tackle. Probably going to have McGovern starting at left guard. Be honest, Martin and Steele going to be the same, right side. center to the right side of the line. The question's gonna be, the questions are gonna be about McGovern and and Smith. That's where the blitz is gonna come from. Can he handle it? They're gonna try to mess up his eyes. They're gonna run stunts from over there. They're gonna overstack on their side, try to confuse him, trying to figure out which one he's supposed to pick up. I mean, this is what Bowles does. Is Smith ready for it? That's the question. We're gonna find out. But there's nowhere in the world these three bag up offensive linemen for Tampa Bay. There's nowhere in the world we don't supposed to beat their brains out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No way. Not with this defense that we got. We should be bullies tomorrow night. We should be bullies tomorrow night. Tom Brady should get tired tomorrow of running away. We may not sack him because he's going to get rid of the ball. But we ain't got it. Tom Brady should be running for his life tomorrow night. He should feel 45 after tomorrow night. He should feel like it tomorrow. That's the way I feel about it. It's simple to be. Well, Coach, I see you, Coach. Coach say the big. No, I ain't opened up no lines yet. I don't think I'm gonna be here too long either. But I'm getting ready to crank it up. I'm just, what the Afro Machine say? The Cowboys tied in probably eating this game. I said the same thing, Afro, a little earlier. If we run it right, if we run what I think we gonna do, which is 12 personnel, a lot of it, then I think that formation is going to cause some problems for anybody. Because Jake Ferguson is good. Schultz can catch the ball. Both can block pretty good. Hendershot is dangerous. And I believe you're going to see a lot of him in the game as well tomorrow. What happened when the Cowboys run 3 tight ends? How about that one? How about 13 personnel? How about that? How much of it is that a giveaway that you about to run the ball? Or could it be that them 3 tight ends may be running some routes? I'm just saying. All right. All right. I'm done. Let me go ahead and crank it up. That's just the way I feel. Let me see. Joe says the only way we lose tomorrow if we beat ourselves dumb penalties. Well, Joe, that's a possibility. It's going to be interesting to see how they call Tyler Smith tomorrow. Y'all be on the lookout for that because he's going to be going against probably Shaq Barrett, Pierre Paul, one or the other. And it's going to be interesting to see how the refs are going to do him. And that could be a major factor in the game as well. You're right about that, Joe. Spoonie says, I'm hoping for 2 big game-changing plays on special teams. Well, I don't know if that's going to happen, Spoonie, because they're not going to kick the Turpin. Nobody's going to kick the Turpin. But I tell you this, because of Turpin's presence back there, that could help our offense out because there's going to be a lot of punts to the sideline. They ain't going to put that ball in the center of the field, depending on where they at, too. You know what I'm saying? When you got a guy that's dangerous like that, you get kind of nervous. You're not gonna kick to him. You're gonna try to kick away from him. So you're gonna be angling a lot of punts to the sidelines and all that kind of stuff. Usually kickoff returns, these guys kicking it through the end zone now, so it won't be that many opportunities. I don't think so. And then I know that they have Suckup. I believe that's who their kicker is. Ryan Suckup. Well, Suckup can kick it through the end zone. So don't be looking for too much from kickoff return. It could be punt returns. And, I just don't think he's going to get the opportunities. But it could help out our offense because you kick to the sideline. Good chance you might shank one or you might shorten up your punt. And the offense give good field position or shorter field. So just his presence alone can be big for us. So that's what I'm expecting, Spoonie. That's me. All right, phone line open. Go ahead and crank up. All right. I see you, Coach. Coach Price will want to come in and let's go to work here. All right, hold on a second. All right, what up, Coach?
Hey, what's going on, big time? What's going on with you?
I'm trying to do the best I can out here. What's going on?
Man, I know it is, man. I just got a few little things that Cowboy fans probably need to look for in this game. I agree with you. We should have a chance to do well on the offensive line. Let's but it is you gotta see first. You know, they call guys backups, but we don't know if these guys can play or not. You know, yeah, they're not first string. You never know that they're putting something together. So it's always in football. You always got to show it on the grass. You can't play it on the stat sheet. You just got to go out there. And I hope our defense don't go out there thinking that these guys backups and playing like these guys are not first stringers. You got to respect the opponent and you got to attack them regardless of who first string, second string, whoever it is. They got a different jersey on. You got to, and they are NFL players, so you got to play hard. So, about Turpin, he's gonna get some punts kicked to him. I don't think the NFL is scared about what he done ran in preseason. He gonna have to do this in the regular season against first grade punt units before they start being scared of it. Let's don't qualify him as a top ranked returner yet until we see it in the regular season. Before we get to a point of he's saying we're gonna be scared to kick the ball to him. I'm quite sure that they're gonna use hang time, but what's going to make them kick the ball to him because of our known our ability to pressure the punter and to get blocks, and which I think that's going to help for our history of last year of Fossil being very aggressive and going after the punter and blocking punts. It's hard to be angling kicks or kicking away from guys when you're just trying to get the kick off. So he's going.
Let me stop you there, Coach. Let me ask you this. So if you're saying that you see this defense doing a lot of 3 and outs,
our defense.
yeah, but the only reason why I'm saying that is because if Brady, let's just say, Vince, you get the ball at the 25-yard line,
Mm-hmm.
drive the ball to maybe about the 45, he's not gonna get no punts. He's gonna get a bunch of fair catches, but he ain't gonna get no chance to return. So I'm saying,
No,
are you thinking that
it'll
this
depend on how
defense,
you punter with the hang time and all that stuff. Yeah.
yeah, you think the defense is gonna get now? If you telling me they're getting the ball at the 25-yard line and they don't get past no further than, let's say, the 35-yard line, then I agree with you 100%. Then yeah, you're gonna get the kick to him. But if Brady get a little drive going where he gets to the 45, 50, and then out the punt, he's not gonna get no returns. That's just me.
No, he ain't gonna get no. And most, you're not gonna tell him to return the ball inside the. He don't even supposed to catch the ball inside the 10-yard line anyway, regardless how good a punt returner he is anyway. So most of those are gonna go in the end zone. So he not. When you're looking at the punt returns, you may in the NFL, you may get a few chances to make some. But we're trying to get him to give us better field position, and then when the threat back there makes bad kicks.
Exactly.
It helps you with punt block. When you put both of those together, that's what makes your punt team dynamic. When you can set up for a return and then you could pressure guys, because if you're a good team that could pressure and block punts,
yeah,
you got to think about. That's right. So now you got to worry about making sure you make sure the punt gets off and blocking, and you can't worry about trying to get down there in coverage. But this where we had that history of blocking punts makes us a dangerous team, because your punt team just can't just rest on there saying we're gonna get down in our lanes, because first we got to make sure the punt gets off. So that's a great weapon to have. And yes, we need a big play in special teams. That's always great to win games. But I think our defense is crucial that they get a lot of 3 and outs. And they did very well last year on defense with getting a lot of 3 and outs. I think getting to our offense, there's not so many keys to our defense to win other than tackling well.
Yeah.
We got to understand that this first unit on the linebacker core and Parsons and our secondary, this is the first time they're having very live bringing guys to the ground.
Great point.
So
Great point.
we need to be very good at our tackling. Sometimes that takes some time to get into. We know our young guys did a good job in the preseason, but they got the reps in the preseason. Our veteran guys didn't get the reps in the preseason. So they really hadn't tackled nobody to the ground since last year.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a key for, as an opening game to get started. Our defense has to be very good on third down. They have to be very good. They got to hold Tampa Bay under 75 yards rushing. Anything over 75 yards rushing, Brady going to control the game with short passes. And if he can run the ball somewhat, he's going to be dangerous because Brady going to use play action. That's his game.
That's his game. Yeah.
So that's what he's going to use. The offense has a lot more keys. Again, our target is between 25 to 30 carries by our running backs. And you talk about
Coach
30 carries altogether because you had add Dak Prescott maybe 4 or 5 runs.
Coach.
I'm just telling you.
I know what we should do. How much confidence do you really got Kellen Moore doing that though?
Well, this is the problem I have with Kellen Moore, right? And this is and it's not. Yes, we know he's a pass happy coordinator, but the problem I have with him when I hear him make comments about how good a team is defensively and how well they stop the run, and I think a lot of our fans get like, "Oh man, we can't run the ball because they got Vita Vea up there. They got the
yeah."
You got to be able to beat people at their strength. It's not like no other teams don't run the football against them. New Orleans ran the ball against them last year. You got to still attack them. You can't run away from them because you listen to their name call.
Yeah.
So you gotta, and if you do that, they have won half of the battle because they got you scared to do something and you didn't even try to attack it or been committed to run the ball because they just barking a little bit and you run because they barking, So that's a key. But I do want to say one thing: no pre-snap penalties. If we get holding calls, those things come. I'm not worried about Tyler Smith getting holding calls. I tell people Zach Martin got maybe 7, I think 10 holding calls in his career. 5 of them was in his rookie season. Tyron Smith, his first rookie season, he got 6 or 7 holding calls. So listen, if you get some holding calls, that's the law of a rookie.
Part of the growing pain.
Yeah, but no pre-snap penalties. That ain't got nothing to do with the rookie. We just don't need no pre-snap penalties. So let's eliminate the pre-snap penalties. But this is my real thing for Kellen Moore. I'm not very happy with the passing game and the routes in the passing game. I've been looking into that. I'm kind of leaning on what the great Hall of Famer, the commentator, for the NFL Network, the quarterback, I forgot his name, the one that made the movie about Kurt Warner.
Mm-hmm.
He spoke last year about this our route concepts being very simple, and I just don't want these routes concepts to be real bland and stop patterns. And I want the Cowboy fans to remember this, and I want you to look at this, Big Show, about this game. The area of the field between 10 to 20 yards in the middle of the field. 10 yards from the line of scrimmage, between 10 and 20 yards in the middle of the field. If the Cowboys attack that with their tight ends, with their receivers, with anybody, with the ball in the air between those 2 points, you're going to see the Cowboys make big plays. And if they attack that early, they're going to be able to do anything they want to do offensively. If you see a lot of passes where majority or 90% of our passes are outside the numbers, or at that 5 or 10 or that 5 or 6 yard point in the middle. Tampa Bay is going to squeeze us like an anaconda, and it's going to get harder and harder for us to do anything later on during that game. But if we stretch that field in the middle of the field, between the 10 and 20, between the numbers, we'll spread them out, and we'll be able to run the ball better. We'll be able to pass the ball better, and we will get big plays in the middle of the field.
I love it. Let me tell
So
you this.
I want everybody to look at that. The big plays are going to come from the middle of the field because, believe you me, Tom Brady, when he wants big plays, he's looking for that middle of the field.
That's Dak's game too, Coach. That's really where he's the most effective. I've always said that about him. From the seams and in, that is Dak's game. Throwing outside the numbers, he can do it, but that's really not where he's the most comfortable.
Well, all your big plays, Big Show, if people, they come in the middle of the field because the sideline passes are defended by two people, the player and the sideline.
Yes, sir.
I think people think when you go deep, when you're throwing these 9 routes on the outside, those are low percentage passes, and you have to be almost perfect. Now, throwing across the middle is dangerous, but it's the biggest reward.
Yeah. And Dak throws that ball well. He throws those well.
He throws it well, but if we watch, I've been watching our passing game. Our passing game sometimes don't even attack the middle of the field with receivers.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to see. You're gonna see CeeDee Lamb do well because if you attack between the 10 and 20 in the middle of the field, automatically your linebackers have to back up. So now your play action passes work. And there's one play that I hope the Cowboys run a whole lot is going to help the Tyler Smith a great deal. And that's the sprint draw. The sprint draw should be our main running play this week because it looks like a run and you can play action off that very easily. And you get minimal rush from your defensive line because the action is a aggressive pass blocking, and you don't have time to crank up and do all these moves to get by guys.
I'm gonna throw in with that because we all know Tyre Bowles brings heat. He blitzes just about more than anybody. So you're right. If you go across the middle, I'm looking for these crossing routes to light it up too, Coach. I can see that happening. I can see Lamb, for instance, line up in the slot a few times, and you know they coming. You just dump it right there in that slot, and no one-on-one guy can hold Lamb coming across there. I believe that.
And you're gonna get that. And when we talk about the sprint draw, and I'm not just talking about when you do the sprint draw, and that's coming from under the center. When that action comes, the action, even you throwing a pass, the action of the linemen are the same. This is where you stop run blitzes and pass rush because you got to honor. If you do a run blitz and he stick it in the belly and he pull it out, now the middle of the field is wide open. Yeah. If you don't honor and you try to jump the receiver and cover the middle of the field and he hand the ball off, now you waiting on the lineman to get to you. That opens up the lanes for the running lanes. It looks like a run. You could play action off of it, but it's a physical style of passing game, which will allow Dak to have the time that he needs to be able to pick this team apart. But you can't run out of shotgun. I know you're about to say shotgun killing, but it's come from under the center. The sprint draw should be a marquee play for us tomorrow night.
Appreciate you, Coach. Thank you, man. Good point.
All right, fellas. Y'all look for those things. We'll be talking next week, Big Show.
All right, Doc. Take it easy.
All right.
Appreciate Coach Marv as always. Gives us his points and some very valuable points. Phone lines are open right there. You can see it across the ticker. If you're on Podbean, you can call in as well. But there it is across the ticker, 901-654-6853. If you want to throw in your strategy and your analysis coming for the game, I've already given mine. It's y'all show now. Y'all come on, talk to me. We got a little time before we close up shop for the night. The phone line is open again, 901. Forgive me for not knowing the number because I don't remember nothing too well. But that is 901 654 6853. 901 654 6853. If you want to talk about it, come on, call and you can do it right now. I'm waiting on you. If not, I'm just going to keep talking about, uh, a little bit more things. That point about Turpin that I think, I don't know, was that Spooney that gave? I think it was Spooner that started, and I think Coach picked up on it. Turpin is a factor whether he gets a chance to return it or not. There are going to be some teams that give him that respect already because see they've seen enough. And I realize it's the NFL, but they've seen the tapes in the USFL too, where he was the MVP. They saw the game with the Chargers, even though it's preseason. I get it. But they know he's dangerous. That they will say that. But some teams are not going to even. They're not going to play with that. They're not. Now we're not. Excuse me. We're not saying he's Deion Sanders, but he's not average. Let's just say that he has skills, and his presence alone, as I said before, is going to cause some. It may not be the Buccaneers, but it's going to cause some teams to kind of hold up before you just kick the ball. We got to get real. We got to practice this thing. We got to practice all week. Kick to the sideline. Kick to the other sideline. Kick it real high in the air. Give you guys a chance to come. Turpin is a problem. I can see this coming. Joe said, I see a defensive TD either by Diggs interception or fumble return for a TD. Well, he got one last year. He got a interception off Brady last year off that tipped pass that they tried to screen, and I think Fournette missed it. Ball went in the air, and he caught one. So Diggs got everybody last year. So he's an equal opportunist. Spoon said, "Do you think he might get a couple of jet sweeps?" I assume you're talking about Turpin. So I can see that happening. I got a call coming in. Let me see who this is here.
Call from Gregory Davis.
All right. I got my guy coming. Greg Davis is in the building, and the crowd goes wild for Greg Davis. There he is.
How you doing, my friend?
Man, I'm trying to do the best I can, getting ready for tomorrow. You know what time it is.
Yeah. I've been listening. I probably when I get a chance to listen to you when I'm ain't working. But here's a matchup that everybody ain't talking about: Dan Quinn versus Todd Bowles. That's the biggest matchup in the
game. But here's the thing. That's a good one. It really is it could be a defensive game, but I think I think that the way you need to look at that, and it's just my opinion, I think you need to look at it as Dan Quinn against Tom Brady. That's where it is. I think that's the way you got to look at it. They're like Brady.
Yeah,
Brady has done seen it all, and he done seen Dan Quinn. However, Dan Quinn gives him some problems. Even though they won the Super Bowl, he did have the Patriots down 28-3 going in the fourth. I mean, he shut them down in that Super Bowl, and then he let them get loose. So, Quinn is the guy. Go ahead, Greg. I'm sorry.
That's true, but that's a matter that anybody talking about. Because whichever those minds, two defensive minds, get the pressure on the quarterback. That's real key.
Yeah,
I like what Coach said about that. Open that 10 to 20 yard thing. That's great. That's fair.
And I think you bring up a great point because even though you didn't say it, I just put some more fire on it. See, everybody talking about the Cowboys don't have look. The Buccaneers lost Gronk and Antonio Brown. That's a big difference.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's big.
Brady don't have that too. And if you say, well, you got Julio Jones not the same Julio Jones.
It's
You
not.
know what I'm
That's why
saying?
the Cowboys been fine.
Yeah. And Kyle Rudolph is good, but he ain't no Gronkowski. You see what I'm saying?
But I know somebody who do know him, Anthony Barr know him. They were teammates.
Exactly. So Barr know him, and we ain't even talked about him. As far as defensive scheme go, but he gonna be solid. See, so to me, and I mean, Greg, I don't know if you feel this way, but I just feel like we supposed to bully these guys, man. I'm just sorry.
Oh, they bring that pressure up the middle. Let's keep bringing it.
Yeah,
He's gonna hand the ball off to the running back. If you stop him, I watched some of the preseason games. They was in that backfield.
Yeah,
that defensive line. They was in that backfield. You keep him in second and long and third and long.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gonna test Brown too. They gonna attack Diggs too much. They gonna get Brown. That's why you screen that safety over on Brown's side.
Yeah,
that Diggs. Yeah, that's how you do that.
Yeah,
you gotta keep that. Yeah, they know they're gonna try. Cause Anthony Brown got played. That's his best year last year.
He was solid last year. He was. I mean, look.
Yeah, they're gonna try him.
Yeah,
they're gonna try him.
Yeah, I think a big thing too.
Diggs,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Cause Diggs on 13 last year. 13's no big game last year against them.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't.
No,
he didn't.
No.
So they got a top 5 defense. I ain't seen a defense like that since the Ray Lewis Super Bowl team.
Yeah.
That's what they got. They got a Ray Lewis and they got Ray Lewis and Michael Parsons. He went on a big game. Y'all just because last year his game went big. He gonna step it up. Everybody, he gonna step it up. He gonna bring pressure, and don't forget DeMarcus Lawrence. He got a chip on the shoulder. They got talking about is Parsons. Leading team is back. You think I don't want to hear that?
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you. That's why I say I just think the pressure is key. I don't think, Greg, that we're really gonna get a lot of chance to hit him too much because he's gonna get that ball out quick. It's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying one of the things that I was taught when I didn't play defensive line, but I remember coaches always telling us that when we get guys that get the ball out very quickly, you got to go ahead and just go ahead, which is what he does. You got to go ahead and get your hands up so you can try to bat some of this stuff down. That's what I think where we can be effective tomorrow night. I really do. Because the ball is coming out. Because Brady ain't going to sit back there and just wait. Because he's going to get hit if he do that. See, I can see him getting the ball out quick.
You got to keep hitting him. Yeah. You might get a penalty too. You hit him. You hit him enough.
You just need to get him off his spot. If he see that pressure coming up the middle, we just don't need him just standing there like a statue and picking us apart. You got to make him move his feet. Everybody knows the book on Brady. When you get him moving, he is not the same guy. Now,
he's not. I've seen the games when the playoffs when I think he was playing Baltimore. Maybe it was Baltimore. They took him off the spot. They would blitz him up the middle.
Yeah.
He took him off the spot.
Yeah.
That's how you got to do him.
He's not the same guy.
They're not a great running team.
No.
They're not a great running team. The offense is not great.
No. Well, what the thing is,
they're a short passing offense.
With 3 backup offensive linemen, the thing is, how well can you make sure that you don't let this running game get started? They still got Fournette back there. You just can't let him get going. You got to tag him early. Just go ahead and bust him in the mouth early. Yeah. Don't let him get in no rhythm, and that's what Tampa want to see. If they feel like they can run it on you, then we ain't gonna have to worry about Brady too much except on play action, and that's where he'll kill you. Yeah. That's where he'll kill you.
They don't want Brady to throw the ball out.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I appreciate you, Greg. Great points, man.
He's not 35.
No, he's 45.
He's not 35 or 25.
Yeah, he's 45
years old.
Yeah.
He can't throw no ball no 40 sometimes.
Yeah. You got to treat him as he is. I mean, all respect to him. I mean, we give him credit. He's the greatest quarterback of all time. He's a killer. We know that. He's all-time great. But look, when you got this situation like he had, Forget all that. There's no respect, man. Go hit him. That's the bottom line. There's just no question about it.
But on our offense, to me, you don't realize this is a big season for Kellen Moore. Because remember last year he didn't get this offseason he didn't get no head coach job because his play calling.
Yeah, well, get ready.
He had a couple interviews. His play calling killed him.
Get ready.
This season big for him.
Get ready, Greg, because see, everybody knows.
I know how he is. Ain't no fool though. Ain't no fault with that banana and tailpipe with it. But it's a big season for him. He want to win bad.
Everybody knows what we should be doing. Hopefully, Kellen Moore falls in place. I believe it when I see it though. So we'll see.
He hearing the chat what folks saying about it. He hearing it.
Yeah,
he hearing it. His tone, he hearing it. That's what it is. I think this,
yeah.
It's a big game for him. These first 2 games are big for him. He got 2. Actually, the first 8 games, he got 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Actually, 14. They played the Super Bowl. You count the Eagles.
Yeah. Oh, he
got the Rams. You got the Bengals and the Buccaneers. Those are 4 Super Bowl teams.
We don't have time to play. Put it that way. We don't have time to play. Man, I appreciate you calling in, Greg. Thank you, man.
All right.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, y'all. Anybody else want to call in? Great points from Greg and Coach Marv. Who else? Let me see. Spoonie says, do you think John Tolbert will play? Heard he wasn't looking good as late. My thoughts. Well, let me put it this way. If he can't even play, that's not good. It's not good. It's almost like, okay, we picked him we picked him pretty high. What is he, a 3rd round pick, I believe? 3rd or 4th round. Look, if they brought him in to be minimum the next Cedric Wilson at least, right? Everybody forget about James Washington. The year was supposed to start off with, if the best thing was supposed to happen was, of course, if Lamb and Gallup start off, probably James Washington as your, Washington maybe is your 3, or you can move inside. Washington play both, but he's more effective outside. Lamb can go anywhere. So those were your top 3. When they drafted Tolbert, they were saying like, okay, he's really in a battle for playing as number 2, but Houston played better than Tolbert. And Houston is on the team, but I'm just saying, like, Semi is ready supposedly to play. Noah Brown is better than him right now. So I'm saying, like, that for them to be coming out talking about him like that, that's not good. And they thought he'll be farther ahead. Now, I think Steven said the other day that they tried to throw a lot at him, and he just didn't, in different positions, he just didn't grasp it all. So, if you don't know where you're going on the field, you can't play. And you got some guys who are probably doing, there's no question, probably doing a lot better than he was in practice. So, it is what it is. So, but to me, it's almost like a wasted pick. It's somebody on defense they talking about like that as well. I forgot who that was. Who was that they talking on defense like that? I forgot who that was. I think somebody put it in the chat earlier about somebody on defense is not possibly playing as well, who we were kind of getting. Let me go back up. I don't know who said that. I read it, but I didn't mention it. I lost my train of thought. I'm looking at it now. Somebody said something. It was Tolbert and somebody else. Y'all help me out. If it was you, if you're still here, who was it? Tolbert and somebody. I don't know. But at least with Dan Quinn, if you ain't playing on defense, trust me, Dan Quinn, if you can play, you'll be playing. That's one thing. In Dan Quinn, we trust. If you ain't playing on defense, yeah. Appreciate you, Spoonie. Appreciate your confidence there. But let me tell you something. If Dan Quinn says you can't play on defense, you're not doing well on. We trust that. I can even understand Tolbert not playing. To be honest with you, Sammy has earned the right to play. Heard a number of good things. I believe Houston, as I said before, has been playing well, at least in training camp. I don't know what he's done in practice. I ain't seen that. But for them to be coming out saying that, I believe that's a lot of PR because a lot of people are going to be expecting Toll to be on the field. So they're going ahead and nipping that in the bud now saying, hey, he's not grasping the playbook. He's not doing well. They because everybody going to be trying to say, real Cowboys going to say, where's Tolbert? I thought he was, Dak's guy. One of Dak's guys, all that kind of stuff. So they're killing it already. You gotta watch the Cowboys. You gotta watch Steven. When Steven and Jerry, especially Steven, start talking like that, you know something up. I mean, it never fails. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tolbert don't play. I wouldn't be surprised, at least for now. And maybe he shouldn't. Maybe he shouldn't. Noah Brown is playing better. Semi's playing better. Maybe he shouldn't play. I don't know. Say don't be shocked if Turbin don't take the two off the Buccaneers, the top off the defense. The Buccaneers in defense. Yeah, you gotta respect the speed if you're on the field now. If Turbin is out there, one thing he can do is run. He will get behind you. So yeah. You know what I think gonna happen, y'all? Now I guess I'll close with this. You know what I think could, well, maybe it's too good to be true. Let me tell y'all what I think could happen. If Turpin is our kick returner and punt returner, which he is, doesn't that essentially kind of take away a couple of touches from Tony Pollard? Yeah. Yeah. If unless they lining both of them up side by side in kick return game, doesn't that take away a couple of touches from Tony Pollard? Now, we all saying Tony Pollard needs to touch the ball in whatever fashion that he can. We're all saying he need to take it away, but if you putting Turpin back there, doesn't that take away some of the touches from Tony Pollard? Y'all check this out. This is just conspiracy. One of the names that we have not really heard from this year, and we haven't really been hearing a lot, is the name Tony Pollard. We've been saying, well, everybody's been saying we need to get his hands on the ball. But you already said that Turpin is our kick returner and punt returner. So if he really needs to get the ball, how is he going to get it? There have been a few reports saying Tony Pollard been lining up in the slot. Y'all realize how dangerous that could be? Forget the backfield. Forget the backfield. We know he can run the ball. Okay. But if Tony Pollard line up in the slot, which he can do because I'm right here in Memphis, Tennessee right now. Tony Pollard went to the University of Memphis. I saw how the University of Memphis was using Tony Pollard. They lined him up everywhere like Deebo Samuel. They lined him up in the backfield. They lined him up outside wide receiver. They lined him up in the slot a whole lot. They ran bubble screens. They ran jet sweeps. They ran regular running plays. They ran plays with him out of the slot, choice routes, slant routes, all that kind of stuff. We ain't heard nothing really from Tony Pollard, have we? Could Kellen Moore be getting ready to use this dude the way Memphis used to use him? So this is really all you had to do with Tony Pollard all the time. All you got to do, if y'all don't believe me, for those that haven't seen it, just go put Tony Pollard in / Memphis. Put that in YouTube and just watch. Watch how Memphis used him. And then let your imagination do the walking. You've already taken away punt return, kick return, primarily kick return. And you're talking about you need to get him his touches. One of the dangerous things could be, y'all, can you imagine a 4 wide receiver set? Since we know more like to pass the ball. Can you imagine a 4 wide receiver set with Lamb, Noah Brown, Pollard, Semi? Very, 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 very interesting. Could be interesting, y'all. Can you imagine Pollard and Zeke in the backfield? You motion out Tony Pollard and put him in the slot where he'll be one-on-one probably with a linebacker? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. But Spody, I think that's unfair because we haven't seen, forgive me, I just ain't seen it in the league yet as far as Turpin go. I've seen what he did in the USFL, and I've seen what he did in the Charger preseason game. He is dangerous. We just ain't seen it when all the marbles on the line. You know, when the real bullets coming at him. We haven't seen it yet. So based off that, I think it'd be disrespectful to go and say he's better than Pollard. We've seen what Pollard can do. He's super dangerous. Super dangerous. And actually, if you really want to get jazzy with it, you'll put both of them back there, kick return. There's no safe place. You're forcing the kicker. Well, you better kick it out of bounds, kick it through the end zone, because if you don't, one of the two will get you. But I don't think you want Pollard. I don't think you want Turpin going to block nobody. Too small. I'm quite sure he's willing, but you don't want no 150-pound dude going full speed, going against these guys who bust up walls and you know what I'm saying, on special teams. I don't think you want that. So one thing Turpin is not known for is being a great blocker. I'm not saying he's a sorry one either. It's just that ain't the first thing you think of when you mention Turpin. So I'm just saying, be careful. Ain't nobody been talking about Pollard really, other than the fan base. I wouldn't be surprised, y'all, if Pollard is unleashed as somewhat of a secret weapon this year. Yeah, the Turpin. Oh, the tape is nasty. I mean, the man is the MVP of the USFL from a receiver kick returner position. I mean, good God. How many guys really can do that? Usually MVP is for quarterbacks or running backs. This dude won MVP just for being a return guy. That's how dangerous he is. I mean, ain't no question about that. I hope he gets some shots because I think he could be a big difference maker. But don't be surprised, y'all, about Pollard, what I'm saying. Don't be surprised if he lines up and they treat him a little bit like the way the 49ers do Deebo Samuel. Just line him up every single way. I wouldn't be surprised, y'all. And if they do, that is a matchup nightmare for a defensive coordinator. If they do that, I really believe that. I could see Zeke and Tony in the backfield, and they motion them out just to see what kind of matchup they're gonna get out of it. I can see that, and it benefits Dak and the whole offense. I believe that. All right, y'all better get ready now. Talking is over with now. It's showtime. We kick it off tomorrow night. I will be with you guys on Monday evening. I'll be with you guys on Monday evening. Obviously, we will be talking about the game from Sunday night. Hopefully we'll be in a good mood. Hopefully we'll be happy. Hopefully we'll be able to have some good things to say. And regardless, whether it's good or bad, I'll be here 7 o'clock Monday night. Same place where you're looking at me now. Again, 7 o'clock Monday night. You can come hang with me again. We're going to talk about this thing. If you're following me, you ought. If you're not following me, you ought to. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and just subscribe now to the page where you're looking at me from. If you well, you can do that. I'm sorry. I don't know where you're looking at me from on YouTube, but if you are looking from my personal page, which is the Big Time Show, the Big Time Show, you'll see my face with all the videos, same thing. Go ahead and subscribe if you don't mind to my YouTube channel. If you don't mind, if you're on the Spotlight Sports Network, switch, put in the search, put in the Big Time Show. Follow me and subscribe to that as well, and subscribe to the Spotlight Sports Network YouTube channel as well. Again, as you can see on the screen, if you are part of, you're watching me now and you want your merchandise, t-shirts, jerseys, jogging suits, all of that, the Spotlight Sports Network team now are partners with Fanatics. There it is. You can see it. I got it there for you. All you have to do is just, if you want some jerseys, hats, whatever, it is there for you. And if you order now through this link that I provide for you, get free shipping. And I'm going to type it in for you just in case you're doing it. Help me out if you don't mind. Help the network out. And get your team, whatever team you represent, you can get it there, and there it is. If you type in that code that you just see right there, right here, if you type in that code along with it, 24 ship. After you get that link, this link here. Oh God, it was the first one. Fanatic link. Let me get to it. Let me get to it again. You should see that 24 ship is the way that you can get free shipping. If you go to this link here, which you see on the screen, you just type that in, put in your search engine. Once you make your order, put in that's kind of like a coupon. You get free shipping on that. So, hey, we're just trying to do some big things here at the Spotlight Sports Network. I am on as well as the Sports Empire network as well. If you're watching me from there, you can do the same thing. Just order it there. All right. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging with me on tonight. Oh no, Miss Ty just said she ordered her team's gear, which is the 49ers. Oh God help us. God. Why? You know, if you're a fan, there it is. Oh my God, just look. I'm trying to get folks to get Cowboy gear, and these 49er fans just, oh my God. Well, it is. Look, I guess they got uniforms too. So hey, thank y'all for thank you, Miss Ty, for ordering and helping out the Spotlight Sports Network. Oh my God. All right, y'all have a good night. We'll see you on tomorrow night, okay? See you guys on tomorrow night. I see you, Mr. All right, we're gonna get on out of here. I've been on too long as it is. Appreciate all the comments, and get ready, y'all. It's no time to talk no more. It's showtime. It's showtime. It's Cowboy time. The whole world gonna be watching tomorrow night, and I will too. I'm gonna be so fired up. Then I'm gonna get calm when the kickoff starts. Just watch it, all right? I ain't doing no play-by-play, so y'all can forget that. All right, y'all know how we leave. Appreciate you, Afro Sheen. Appreciate you, Joe, from Italy. Let's go on, get out of here. Everybody know what to do. Put your hands together. Everybody, come on, clap your hands, everybody. Everybody put your hands together right now. Y'all know how we leave here. We groove out of here. This is, y'all, the one and the only. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Big Time Show. Oh, my. Yeah. Prime time tomorrow night. One more NFL season. The Dallas Cowboys. Mr. Brady. I'm ready for it. Hit Brady. Hit him. Hard. Violently. Continuously. Expeditiously. And otherly. Woo! I love it. I just ended that one now. Podbean, I don't know how much time I got, but y'all know. Y'all know what time it is. You know you already know Podbean. Come on here. Lars, you on here. I see you. Hey, Lars. You ain't said that. You've been hanging with me. I appreciate you listening to me. I just need you to put your hands together one time. Come here, Lars. Come here, Lars. Come on. Well, I don't know where you're listening from. Where you listening to me from, Lars? If you're a Brady fan, I'm sorry. He must get hit. Tremendously. Violently. Toughly. I'm out of here. I'm sorry that before. We'll see you Monday night, 7 p.m. Big Time Show.